plumbing in a caravan park. My name's Alan Hart, and in today's video I've got a special guest today. I've got Nick, who was the Northwest winner of the Heating Installer Awards. He's going to show us around a caravan park where he's spent quite a long time there, and he's done a load of updates and done all plumbing and buffer tanks and air source units and all sorts of stuff he's done on this job. As he goes through it as well, he's going to show us different items in there, and if you've got any questions on them different items, please put them in the comments below. And Nick has said he'll do a follow-up video to try and help anybody or explain in more detail any of the components or cylinders or buffers or whatever. So as I say, if you've got any questions, please put them below, and as always, if you could, please put a thumbs up on the video, and let's go over and see Nick.
Right, Mr. Hart, here we go. So we're about done. There's a bit of sorting out, but we'll start at this end. That's a brake tank. It's a 3,500 litre brake tank to feed the whole caravan park. It's actually partitioned into two. This is a rainwater harvesting kit. We've got some issues with the store outside at the minute because of all the storm water, so it's just on backup, and this is temporarily piped in to get the toilets on, and it's actually fed from the boosted set here through a Cat 5 air gap solenoid device. That's an MVHI unit doing some of the ventilation downstairs. Stuart Turner booster set. That's made by Fluid. Stuart Turner bought them out. This unit will do 150 litres a minute at 4 bar. What else we got? So these are circulation units. These are made by Esby. These do the 3 underfloor zones downstairs. There's your 2 control panels for each one of the Stiebel Altron heat pumps, which I'll show you something later. This is a control panel for all the meters. So that's been built here on site. That's all the isolators going out to the units. There's another MVHI unit for the middle area of the unit downstairs. So this is the hot water cylinder. In behind all there's a 1,000 litre cylinder. It's not got a coil in it, it's a direct cylinder. This is a preheat, which I'll do a more in detailed video if you want, but basically very quickly, this here is a flow and return from the buffer. So we take preheated buffer water, and the buffer set to 42. It goes down through there. There's a valve. This is a diverting valve, and there's a sensor that's connected to this circuit on the secondary side of the plate. So it's basically like a big combi, except for we're using the buffer as our heat source. This would open, send primary heating water around the plate that's in there. I'm not going to take its jacket off today, but I will do a more detailed video. I've probably got some pictures of it before we insulated it. So what happens is the water starts circulating around the plate from the buffer. This bronze pump sucks the water, cold water, out the bottom of the tank, forces it through the plate, and then it goes back up into the top of the cylinder there, which is there, look, and the whole process starts. Once this senses 42 degrees in here, it closes the valve and stops the preheating process. So this is the primary hot water set. So we've got 2 heat pumps connected into these flow and returns, and there's a smaller plate. So this plate essentially does most of the heating. It's only that size because we're only taking 5 degrees of heat from the primary circuit into the secondary circuit. This one will do 35 degrees rise in one pass at 30 litres a minute. this will do 5 degrees rise at about 45 litres a minute, so hence the size difference. It's just a larger secondary stainless steel pump, and it works in the same way as the other bit round there. Secondary return pump and hot outlet, there's been a bit of a demand on, so we're a bit low, but you can see it's really well insulated and you're getting hardly any loss. Pressurisation unit for the buffer. There's your buffer. You've got floor and return to your preheat, floor and return to your underfloor. Another MVHR unit for the bottom side of the building. If you want to know a little bit more about them, let me know and I'll do you a video for that. And then this is where the heat pump floor and returns come in. So you've got heat pump 1 and 2. So you don't have we don't have a 3-port or a 2-port and this sort of arrangement. Each pump, I'll start again, sorry, I can't put my words in. Your hot water has its own circulator, and the space heating has its own circulator. So these two is space heating circuit, which loads the buffer up, which is there. So there's your tap-ins. These two are your hot water pumps. They run into there and run round there. Heat meter, and there's the readout. We fit these for non-domestic RHI. Dosing pot, I can do a bit more on them if you want. And that's basically it. Doesn't look a lot when you say it like that, but we've been here a long time. So if you want me to break anything down for you, buddy, I will do. Again, we're not quite done, but we're near enough to hand it over. And this is all in a loft, believe it or not. Like I say, nearly finished, but it's been a good one. It's been a tricky one, but it's been a good one. Bye for now, mate. So I'll take you outside. Like I said, excuse the mess, but these are Stiebel Eltron units. So each one of these is 12 kilowatts, Alan. And that one's on. No, this one's on. So they're really quiet. So we're doing all that work upstairs. There's a bit to finish off, but we've got a lot of landscaping. Can you see they're doing a really big development. So that's the shower block that we're doing. That's where we've been. If you look up there, they were the MVHR units, so they're the outlets. Like I said, mate, I can do a bit more for you if you want, whatever you want. So that's the games room, and there are all the showers, and they're the shared toilets there. So it's a really nice area. Unfortunately we're closed at the minute. There's the van, still waiting to get sign writing on. And it's a marina. So there you go. They are Stiebel Eltron WPL 25 air source units. They are some of the best bits of kit you'll get on the market. Really good units. Proper thumpers, as we call them, and that green box is where all the electrical isolation is. I'll try and do this very quickly. Obviously there's a bit of repair work to do, so there's where the heat mains come up and all the ducts and bits and pieces. That's the back of the unit. The air gets pulled through there and forced through over the coil there, and that's where we get all our energy from. Mate, I don't know if you can hear that. It probably sounds louder than it is actually on the phone, but that's actually on in hot water mode at this moment in time. So very neat. We had some issues with the ground worker getting them in the right spot, so we had to brace the heat mains. That's just going to get pointed in once we're insulated. Like I said, mate, it's been a nice one. I'll just take you around the other side very quickly. So this is They're working really hard to get everything ready for hopefully getting back open. There you go. That's it. That's a dog wash. Do that doorway there. Disabled toilet, and then I would take you inside, mate, but it's pretty chaotic in there. Your joiners are working like slaves to get everything done. But once it's all nice and tidy, we'll do a bit more with it, and I'll show you what we've had to do inside as well.
Thank you very much for that, Nick. Nick is really is a special plumber. He does really good work, or heating engineer, or whatever you want to call him. He actually donated a job, and we did it as a charity install, and on that job we also put a booster set in there, made it so that the customer had better hot water pressure and cold as well. So the jobs Nick does they are very special jobs. He does a really good job. If you've got any questions, as I say, please put some comments below. And Nick also has his own YouTube channel, so once Nick replies below here to some of your questions, check out his YouTube channel as well. Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Thank you to everybody who helps, supports, sends videos in, etc. Thank you.